I got it. I did it. Holy shit. I did it. What? What do you want, Kit Kat? Ow, fuck me, man. Okay, now I'm live. I'm live. Nobody wants to play. Hello? Hello? Oh. Fuck! God damn. Hello? Oh. No. Hello? Mm-mm. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ain't nobody want to come in my live. Damn. No, Kit Kat. Oh, shootness. Oh, I guess I could sit here and freaking do. But fuck it. Nobody wants to be in my life. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Some bullshit. I guess I'll just chill here until shit happens. Oh, what up, dude? How are you? My connection's unstable? No, that's some bullshit. I used to. Oh, really? What happened? Where'd you go? What? Oh, wait a second. They're not on here anymore. What happened? I'm good. I'm doing all right. I haven't really been doing any content. I've had some, like, I'm going through. My eyes are so dark. I'm going through my own issues really at the moment, and then it has nothing to do with like bad. Well, yeah, it is kind of bad, but it's Joey's birthday today, so I woke up this morning and I had a video visit with him, which was great. Everything went out like perfect for the most part. I mean, I can't imagine spending my birthday in jail or prison like at all. I really can't. But because of recent actions that I don't think he really knew I don't think he really thought that he was gonna have it was gonna do any harm, but it did more harm than good. Because like early on into us talking, his friend, which is the other kid that was on here that just got out of Lawrenceville, that were like best friends. Hello. Yeah. And so hello, fam. So like in the beginning, Joey gave, I don't even like saying his name. The other kid my phone number just in case, like, you know, if he went to the hole, he'd be able to call me because like they were like really, really good friends. And because of that whole incident, when Joey went to the hole, I don't know if they weren't, if this said person wasn't like looking out for like people watching, dialing phone numbers out. But somehow people got the number. And it's just really funny how it happened because when Joey and this kid were both there and Joey was in the hole, none of these people tried to contact me. But as soon as Joey left and the other person got out is when I started to get contacted by other people or other inmates, whatever you want to call it, just really specifically like one or two. And I blocked all the numbers afterwards because I knew that Joey was gone. Like there's no reason for me to have these numbers anymore. And somehow, some way, they have cell phones, obviously, because they people are calling me from cell phones. Yeah. Right. Exactly. I know Joey's not that stupid because the person that called me, I asked like who he got the number from, and he said it was the other person. So, and I know that like at the time, well, first off, I don't like people that talk crap about people that aren't there to defend themselves, which is obviously like going to happen anyway. But like, it's still like kind of like a moral thing because I'm like, I don't think that's like right, and I think it makes you pretty much look like a, for a lack of a better word, an asshole, I guess. And so this person is like constantly like keeps calling and calling and calling. He's like, I told Joey that I was going to call you anyway. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know who you are. Joey has no idea who you are. Like, why would you feel the need to keep hitting me up after I'm like, dude, stop. Like, it's not going to like stop. But he continues to do it. So yesterday, I finally had enough because now it's becoming a personal issue. Now it's becoming like, now you're like being really creepy about it. And if you don't stop, I'm going to end up like narking you the fuck out to Lawrenceville about your cell phones, period, in a discussion. And I don't even want to do that. But now I got to change my phone number. Now I've got to rechange all of my settings on JPay and shit like that because said person, Joey, screwed up and gave this kid my number, which he feels horrible about the whole situation. Like he's done. I mean, he cried to me on the phone about it the other day because he's like, I don't understand like these people calling you. And I'm like, I mean, I'm a big girl. I take care of myself. I mean, I pretty much put all of them in their place. But it was just getting too much. And I was trying to do content, but like this was really starting to like irk me like really a lot. Yeah, it is messed up, 100%. And like well, okay, I'll put this. I called Lawrenceville. I told him about the cell phone. I was like, look, man, I don't know what the hell y'all are gonna do because y'all don't do shit anyway. But like, there's people calling my fucking phone from inside, and I don't give an F and flying F. Who wants to sit here and call me a snitch, narc, whatever the hell you want to call me? But like, if it's not gonna stop, then that's like my next alternative. I've never done that in my entire life, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and like be like hassled by some idiot who can't take no for an answer. Like, I mean, it's just like, it's a classic example. It's like you know, I'm sitting here going, you know, y'all have the audacity to sit here and talk all this shit. But when Joey was in the pod, y'all didn't call me. y'all, I mean, what was that about? I mean, did y'all just wait till he left? Because y'all, I mean, at least the other person, at least, David, I mean, at least David had the balls to call me while he was in the pod with Joey. I mean, he got his ass whooped for it, but he still, I mean, but these other people, I mean, I just don't understand it. And then, then they're like, the one guy, he goes, I just really want to get to know you. And I know all about you. And I'm like, you don't know the fucking first thing about me. You have no idea who I am besides like what Joey says. Like, and the other guy's talking about how Joey's a junkie and he's going to take me for everything that I have. And that, he's a piece of shit. And I'm like, well, joke's on Joey if he tries to take me for anything, because I don't have anything to take. Like my bad credit. Like, I mean, he can't take anything from me. I mean, you could try, but good luck. It's not gonna happen. So there's like a classic example of these people just trying to like start shit for no reason. Kitty cat, shh. Calm yourself. You crazy cat. So, mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, Ohio will tell you, Ohio and him got into it. I mean, because Joey saw him dial my number out. And they got into, I mean, like they literally got into it over the phone. I mean, like they literally got into it over the phone and like effed each other up over. Well, I don't know who effed who up, but from my understanding, Joey effed him up. Hold on a second, move my cat up. Ah, shit. Oh, here we go with the echo again. Damn, I thought I had. Oh, hey, go out, get, go. So yeah, that was my doing it. No, they don't have anything else to do. It's a classic, and it's like, the fact of the matter is I forgot to say this. Okay, so the other person somehow found me on Facebook. I'm not even on Facebook like that, but somehow this person found me on Facebook, and he got out from Lawrenceville like 4 days ago, and was the one that was telling me about Joey being a junkie or whatever. And I was like, how did you even get my last name? Like, how did you even find me on Facebook? Like, talking all of this shit. I'm like, are y'all serious? Like, I'm like, y'all are some thirsty ass people. Like, the fuck? Oh, hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, like, thirsty people. Like this, I'm like, dude, are you that thirsty that you hit me up on Facebook the day, whatever day you get out and talk crap about somebody else? That's the purpose of it? And then he's all like, well, I'm in a relationship. And I'm like, well, then why the hell are you in my DMs? Like, what's wrong with you? I swear, out of everything in my entire universe of like any sort of prison relationship I've ever been in, like this has got to be the most bizarre. Not Joey, but like just the whole aspect of it. Because like, I mean, it's unreal that these people are this stupid. Like, so stupid. I will hope everybody has a good day. Yeah, you too. Definitely. I have to go to work, but I have tomorrow off. Not today. I mean, no, I have to work at like 2 today, but other than that, we all good. I was actually like super excited that I've been worried about you, Tosh. I really have been worried about you, man. I really have. I've been thinking about you every day. It's like, I know you're going through some pretty rough stuff right now. So I just wanted you to know that I still I think about you a lot, and I hope everything goes, gets better. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. No, just kidding. What? What's up?
I was just coming to say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm on live on YouTube right now, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. What's up?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Huh?
So what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm going to go make me a bagel, I think.
Oh, can you make me a bagel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're so welcome, Lauren.
My mom, she's so funny. But I haven't been on TikTok either. Actually, yesterday and today were the first 2 days I've been on TikTok in like a month. I needed a break from social media, especially, TikTok, especially because I couldn't even deal with it anymore. I haven't experienced it yet on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure I'll experience it on YouTube at some point. Oh, I know. I worry about. Yeah. I know you'll be okay. I just worry. Well, Kim, that's an indefinite. You worry about me all the time. I worry about you too. You know what I mean? Like, in fact, like all the crap that happened on TikTok with the cyberbullying, like it. I don't know if I just felt like I really did take a break from it because of that whole issue and because people were just always just like, well, and my shit was getting reported all the time and I was losing lives and I couldn't go live. And if I went live, it was getting banned for bullying and harassment all the time. It was nothing that I was doing that was bullying and harassing because I was bullied all my life. And like, I would never bully somebody else like that. So the fact that people are bullying me on TikTok because I have almost 10K followers on one account, which I have found that once you get past 1,000 followers, that's when like all the bullshit comes out. It's like once you hit that 1,000 mark, it's like boom, trolls everywhere. Like, you know. Yeah, I know it had it. Mm-hmm. I know. No, it's very sad. It's very difficult. I mean, I couldn't even imagine because I don't have kids or anything like that. But like, it's just awful on all ends. I don't know. I mean, this stuff, this vet that they've got out that it's just killing everybody. It's really upsetting that it's come to that. I'm blessed to still be alive, but I actually lost another friend a couple of days ago that I found out on Facebook because none of my friends wanted to tell me about this chick dying, which is crazy because I've known her my entire life, and she passed away on Tuesday last week, and she had 4 kids that she left behind. You're banned to the 28th. Right on. Boop. I have all my accounts back right now for the time being. Is it like YouTube lives? No. No. Well, okay, so I'm so new to YouTube that like I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do all this. Like, I feel like TikTok has everything edited for you, or you could pick what you want. Like, okay, I want this effect. I want this effect. I want this effect, or I want this. It's different. It's just another. I think it's more. I think YouTube is made for content creators that. What's the word? But are like really big into social media platforming. I mean, TikTok is definitely it's a big, a huge platform and stuff like that. But I think it's more. I feel like TikTok's more childish than YouTube because I feel like TikTok doesn't care. They pick and choose what content they want. And so my content on TikTok is not prison reform content. It's tarot card reading and like medium stuff and stuff like that. That's what my content is on TikTok. This is like I did this because, well, Harvey found me obviously on TikTok, which I still, to this day, I still find weird as shit that he was in one of my lives, because like he just does not strike me as somebody that would be in a live about tarot cards, like at all. But hey, teach your own. And then he's the one that told me to start YouTube and do my prison content, because I've been debating if I was going to do YouTube or not really for a while, up until he found me, and then I took it from a sign from like the universe that like maybe I should start it. So like I'm just like treading water in YouTube world right now. I'm not, don't really know what the hell I'm doing in YouTube world. No, I'll come get it. Thank you. Oh, yep. TikTok does have live chats just like YouTube, but you have to have 1,000 followers. You have to have 1,000 followers to go live on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok, you can't go like YouTube. You only need 50, or I don't even have 50. You need like, I guess you only need like 20 to go live on here, but on your phone you need 50. But you can't go live until you have 1,000 followers on TikTok. Like like your account can't go live, but you can go on other people's lives. It's pretty much the same thing for the most part. It's just I feel like TikTok's more flashier. I feel like it's more like flashy than YouTube is. If that's the right word. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, damn it. If I can figure out how to use the microphone. No. What? Yeah, because I just
Your keys are here.
Yeah, you got. Thank you, Susie. Love you. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I wanted a bagel because my fat ass over here. I don't know about. You go to Facebook jail all the time? I've been on Facebook Live like maybe once. Maybe once. That's how TikTok is. I say things that are true too, and people get very upset about it. Hi, Janice. Okay, so I downloaded StreamYard. What kind of cell phone you got?
You need a napkin?
No, I've got one in here. How do we bail you out of Facebook jail? Yeah, Facebook's. I've been in Facebook jail a couple times, but I don't even get on Facebook like that. So when I found TikTok, I put Facebook because that was really the only social media account I had was Facebook. I have an Instagram. I'm not on Instagram. I couldn't even tell you what my username is on Instagram. And then TikTok came into my life. Actually, I used TikTok to become more social. So you just downloaded StreamYard on your phone and you use it like that. See, like I downloaded it on my computer, but like I can't figure out how to. My laptop is designed specifically for live streaming. Okay, I bought it because of that, but I'm not computer tech person at all. So like I'm over here trying to figure out all this like crazy technical stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know how to spell that word correctly. Like I don't even know what that word means, but whatever. I have to get my like nerd friend to like help me do it. And like every time I try to get him to help me do it, he's always doing something else. I'm like, no, stop what you're doing and come help me with this. Just tell me what I need to do. Show me. Just show me. I'll write it down. I don't care. Just show me how to do it. Because like, I mean, other people use StreamYard. That's crazy. I would have to do that. Well, I guess you could say, I mean, Kim, where's Kim? Is Kim still in here? I guess you could say that I have probably been to what I would perceive as TikTok jail more than anybody in this universe. Um, my lives on TikTok literally get banned. Like I have 3 accounts. Actually, I have okay, let's be honest with you. I have a bunch of bullshit accounts because people mass report me. And so then when they mass report me, I mass report them back. So I have a bunch of crappy ones I don't even really use. I just use those when I want to talk shit and I don't want my main account to get banned. That's really what those are for. But you know me, I mean, I get on it and I like run my mouth. Like I have a really bad problem with running my mouth. Especially like what I like about TikTok is like when you're like responding to videos, you can do like 3-minute videos instead of just typing because TikTok only gives you like 100 words or something like that to type. So I'll take a 3-minute video and say what I want to say in 3 minutes with my face. See, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I say I hate this keyboard warriors because I'm like, if you're really going to talk like that, why don't you just show your face? But then 9 times out of 10, my live will get suspended. Like now we're pushing out of the 3 accounts that I have that I can go live. And that's the only reason I have these 3 accounts is because my first 2 get banned all the time. So my third one is just kind of like the third backup account that I have. But at one time, all 3 of them I have gotten reported like one after another. Like, I'll put it to you this way. When I get banned for like 2 months, 3 months now. I'm shocked they haven't taken any of my accounts yet, to be honest with you. I don't even know how I still have 2. I'll talk shit over a camera because that's the best part I got right now. I can't reach through the camera and like but I bet you know what I'm pretty sure we're not far off on the technical field of reaching through cameras and phones to like touch. I guess I don't know. I'm worried about like the cars that drive themselves. I'm sorry, I don't trust that at all. I would never. No, that's too much. It's too much. Much too much. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, internet gangsters. um, have y'all seen the Twisted Tea video of the kid getting smacked in the face with the Twisted Tea? When he says smack the fear of God into that kid. Should have been talking shit. You could hear that thing like, oh. I'm trying to get money out of an ATM. I don't know why I'm laughing so hard at that. There's some there's some characters. Oh my God, like the stuff you see on TikTok. You can have any realm, whatever you want. You got prison talk, you got inmate talk, you got adoption talk, you got witch talk, you got anything that you type in TikTok that you want to see, you can see. And sometimes like people are so funny. But like I said, I originally got on TikTok. Well, I originally started getting into social media more because the the love of my life, took his own life 2 years ago, and I really was like stuck on what was I gonna do because I was so like, just completely off the wall, batshit crazy at that point. And I got on social media, well, TikTok, because there's this girl who is also on YouTube, who is a tarot card reader, but she's also constantly getting high on her lives, and like it was really starting to trigger a lot. And she's like a whole. You just type her name in on Google, and she comes up like from Baltimore, Maryland, all the whole 9 yards. Anyway, I got on there. I was just looking for tarot card readers just to like see what was up, and then I made an account, and I decided that I was going to do recovery TikTok because I'm in recovery and whatnot, and I have sobriety. So it started out as a recovery thing. And then it got into tarot cards. And then when my first account got banned, my cat got me 1,000 followers in less than 24 hours. My cat's profile is the one that has almost 10K on it. So I decided I was going to make a second one just for like cat content, but it turned into cat content and like tarot card readings and all that other stuff. But it was a way for me to be social without being social in like an environment with people, because I'm like very anti. My social anxiety is like awful. Now, especially now that I'm sober, it's like I can't, and I'm an empath too. So like, I feel everybody's emotions. So it's like, it was just a way for me to, like hang out and talk and like chill and do stuff without really being in public to do it. If that makes sense, you know. Here's my question about the ATM. Does anybody else count their money when it comes out? I do. I've had people behind me like, why are you counting your money? Because I'll be damned if that thing doesn't give me back the money that I just asked to get out of it. Yes, I'm going to stand there and count it. You impatient, grateful people over here. Because if it gyps me out of like a $10 bill, I'm going to be pissed. It was funny. I was at my job the other day, and my manager, her bank or the job's bank doesn't give us back like change, like ever. Like they're really stingy about change. So I always go to my bank because my bank gives me change all the time. So I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. And so the other day, I was going to the bank to drop something off and go get coins, and I pull up, and like, you sometimes you see people in public and you're like, what were you thinking walking out of the house like that, or in general? So my mind automatically went to that this chick was either coming down off of being high on something or very extremely high on something. And she came into the bank wearing this like god awful, like I don't even like obscene. I can't even tell you like what it looked like. It was that like crazy. And she's like talking. I don't know if she was talking to herself because I couldn't see like earpieces, but that doesn't mean that she wasn't like on the phone or talking. But I'm pretty sure she was talking to herself. But like that could have been like anything. And she's just like running her mouth about like yelling like all these obscene things. And like if it really was a mental health issue, like, and that's my other problem with the police, because this is why the police showed up next when I'm walking out with a bunch of change in a bag that's like heavy as shit, and I see like 18 cops in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, this is good. It's real good. Now I'm going to sit here until they get done doing what they're doing, because obviously she drew a bunch of attention to herself in the bank, and that's who called the cops. Because who knows? Maybe she was going to try to rob them. I don't know. But if it was a mental health issue, the way they handled it, they should have had somebody else handle it, because the police that came were not equipped to handle what the hell she was on or what she was going through, which is very sad, because that's my other issue with this whole prison thing and everything, and cops in general, that like there's a difference between a mental breakdown and somebody acting crazy for like, what I'm saying, or somebody intentionally trying to do harm, when in reality, a lot of times, I know for me at least, like, I've had like manic episodes where like cops have been like, nah, fuck this crazy bitch, like da 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 da. And I'm like, there's ways to handle it, because where I used to live, there's a police force within the police force that was specifically dispatched to mental health and addiction problems. That's all they handled. They went to, they had to go to classes and do all this, like, training and stuff. But they were the only force to like go out and deal with mental health and addiction, which is great. I mean, like they came out and went. I can tell you a crazy story of when was it this last time I got sober? It might have been this last time. I was withdrawing really bad at my house in Virginia, and it was bad. I was very much in like a state of I'm gonna kill somebody in a second if I don't get high. And my mom was actually like so in fear for what I was gonna do because she didn't know. Yeah, my manic episodes hurt too. Trust me, I know all too. I know all too well about manic episodes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I've seen people do. I mean, like I've seen people do great on that too. I do great when I take my medication. It's when I don't take my medication that we got issues. But so the day that I'm talking about, it was like, I don't know. Hey, Mom. Oh, she's not over there. I can't remember if it was like summer or fall. But anyway, I was going off the rails. Like, I mean, I was breaking shit and yelling and saying like all this stuff. Like, I'm gonna da 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 da. Give me money. I'm trying to go get high. I mean, it was pretty bad. My sister's husband actually tackled me because I punched my sister in the face, which triggered my PTSD from abusive relationships, which even sent me into even more of a tailspin. So my mom called the police and she locked herself in the room. And I'm like pounding on the door. I'm like, I'm gonna, off the wall shit because I was withdrawing. And like, that's the signs of addiction. That's the signs of addiction. And when you're in active addiction, you just don't care. Because you're not going to stand, nobody's going to stand in the way of me getting high if I want to get high. That's the event. Like, it's not going to happen. But my mom told me later that she was on the phone with the dispatcher. I was like, you call the cops on me, I'll fucking burn this house to the ground. I swear to God. But she had told the dispatcher, she said, please, like, look, I'm not trying to have her arrested. She's obviously in withdrawal and she's having a manic episode. Like her, like she's, mentally like with drugs and just her mental capacity. Like, I don't want the police to show up here and cause more damage than good. But so the cops show up. I'm sitting in my house smoking a cigarette, which I don't smoke in front of my parents. I don't smoke in my parents' house like that. Like, so the fact that I was sitting on the steps smoking a cigarette, breaking whatever the hell I could get in my hands to break. This cop, and I say it because like most 95, 98% of the cops that I've come in contact with have been complete douchebags and been assholes. For real. Like 98% of them, honestly. For no reason. But this cop was the only cop that, I was like, man, I'm going to jail. You're just going to arrest me. They called an ambulance and everything like that to come. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was going to jail. Like, I was like, man, this happens all the time. Like, I'm going to get put in handcuffs and you're taking me to jail. Like, fuck you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I want to go get high. Leave me alone. Or if you're going to take me to jail, take me to jail. But he did something that no other cop in this entire world has ever done. And he sat down on my level and sat down next to me on the steps. And he's like, I'm not going to put you in handcuffs. I'm not taking you to jail. And I'm going, right. That's just like a cop out. And he's like, no, I'm serious. Like, he's like, I'm generally here trying to help you. Like, what can I do or what can we do to make you feel better? I was like, you can take me to get high is what you could do. Or give me money so I can go get high is what you could do. And he's like, well, I can't do that. But he talked to me like a normal person. He talked to me like a normal, like he didn't treat me like I was a crazy psycho person. Like he generally talked to me like a normal person, which in turn made me somewhat calm down. And he's like, you want to go to the hospital and get methadone? You want to get put on Suboxone? Like, you want to go get, I mean, since you can't go get high, why don't you go to the hospital and get something that's going to make you feel better? It's not getting high, but still, he actually coaxed me and got me into the ambulance, and I calmed down like immediately once I got in there, and like went to the hospital and got Suboxone, and like ended up going to rehab the next day. That is what should happen when things like this happen. Because if a regular cop had shown up to my house, it would have gone a way different way. It would have gone way different than what it did. Which is crazy because I don't really tell that story. Actually, nobody really. Actually, I don't think I'm like you. Well, you all know the story now. Nobody else knows it. But that's like actually something that like has stuck with me for since this last incident happened. Does that cop? I mean, he didn't make me feel like a piece of shit, or call me a junkie, or call me a disgrace, or anything like that. I generally, and that's what he was trying for. You know, there's a difference between cops handling whatever they need to handle there, but when you're handling somebody that has mental health issues and drug problems on top of it, you can't learn how to deal with somebody like that in 6 months of a police training academy. Like you just can't. And that's where I think our system fails a lot. And then of course, mental health is a whole different issue because, you know, like you said, people get on their medications in jail and they do really good, and then they get out and they can't afford the medication, and then they fucking go crazy again. And that's the sad part about it. Mental health should be affordable. I don't even go to therapy anymore because my therapy sessions are $250 cash. My insurance does not cover that. I have to pay $250 to see a psychiatrist. I mean, to see a therapist. I can't afford that. There's no way. On the amount of money I make, no, hell no, I can't afford it. But that's the problem with the whole system, is there's got to be a better way to make sure the people that need their medication can get their medication and the help they need, because that's just the way it is. Yeah. I told the DUI cop that arrested me, I after I had 2 years sober, I went back to him and apologized to him for the way I treated him that night that he arrested me, because he was doing his job and he took me off the street, which I should never have been behind the wheel of a car, period. Like he was doing his job that night too. I was just being a junky bitch and yelling, and because I was already, with everything else that happened, but he saved my life. So, I mean, there's good and bad. I think rehab should be affordable. You should be able to go, if you want to get help off drugs, you should be able to afford rehab. Rehab should be affordable. I know many people that were homeless or could not get into rehab because they did not have insurance, or the insurance was not going to pay for it. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. It should be affordable, and you should be able to, like, if you want help, which deters a lot of people that are homeless from getting help, because they're like, we can't get help because they don't want to help us, or it's too expensive, or you need insurance. Like, you shouldn't need all that to have help. And that's where the system is so broken. Not even just with prison reform in general, just the whole system, period, is broken. I believe it. I believe it 100%. I believe it 100%. Right. And then, but what's crazy is, like, I've been the recipient, and you've heard this story about my last jail sentence, or the DUI that I got, that I was treated so horribly in Prince William jail over, that they wouldn't give me my medication, and that they refused to give me my medication. That's the sad, like, and then it's like, well, what are you supposed to do when a prison psychiatrist says you don't have bipolar, but you've been diagnosed with it since you were like 14? You're really going to tell me I don't got bipolar? Well, do you not see me I know now, knowing that I probably got really big into drugs to counteract my bipolarness back in the day before I knew I had it, to, like, self-medicate or whatever, but now being sober and actually really getting a hold on my mental health, because for a while I was not. And that's what I'm saying. My ex that took his life, he had a very severe mental health problem with alcohol addiction on top of it. And I saw how he didn't get his mental health that he needed. He got robbed for mental health, and he should have been able to get the help he needed without having to pay as much money as he had to pay to get it. And that's just the sad, cold hard truth, because things like that and what he did, I mean, if he had had help and he could have gotten help, like the right help, I think it would have been a different outcome. But I chose to continue to stay on medication because I knew that if I didn't, I was going to relapse or I was going to kill somebody. And that's like hard facts. Like, I'm generally like scared when I don't take it, if I like miss it, because I don't know how I'm going to act. I don't know if that comes with being like getting older or what, but it's really, it's crazy that like people don't get it. And what's even more crazy is the fact that well, I'm not gonna tell you this. My narcissistic dude that I put away for 10 years when I went to court to testify, his lawyer and everybody made it seem like it was my fault. It was my fault he beat the shit out of me. It was my fault it was my fault. I mean, they literally made it out to be like, oh, it's definitely her fault, when I didn't ask for any of the shit that happened to me at all. So like, when I say prison was made to fail people and not rehabilitate, that's why I mean that, because there's no rehabilitation. And if you would actually pay or find counselors or therapists, like that's the other thing. People are going to relate and be able to, or are going to want to open up more to somebody that they can relate to. Okay. Like, if somebody has tattoos and a therapist has sleeve tattoos and looks like, retro or whatever you want to call it, a person that has tattoos or has some sort of similarity to that is, I would open up to somebody like that more than somebody that didn't, or somebody that just went to school for it. Like, unless, like, for me, for instance, like, I've been through thousands of therapists. I mean, actually, that's probably extravagant, like hundreds of therapists. And I've only found one that was adopted, had addiction in her family. She wasn't an addict herself, but she had grown up with it. So she had some form of knowledge of addiction as opposed to just going to school for it. I opened up more to her than I did anybody else. So that's why I'm saying, like, people, I mean, like, there's counselors that have been to prison. There's counselors that have done drugs. I mean, it's those kind of people, not somebody that just woke up one day and was like, I think I want to go to school to become a counselor and have no back experience whatsoever, but I just went to school for it. And I'm going to write in my little notepad while you're in there. I mean, nobody wants to open up and relate to somebody like that, especially if it's like a closed off, standoffish thing. Because like, I've picked and choose like if what I could get away with and what they're going to pull out of me in therapy before. So that's where I think a huge step needs to happen. You need to pay people. If you can make billions and billions and billions of dollars off people's bodies, you should be able to put that millions and billions of dollars into counselors and therapy and classes that are legit, not some bullshit person off the street, Joe Blow, that doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's just whatever. That's where that needs to change. And then the sad part is I hope and pray it will, because the reoffending rate at 85% and 2.8 million people incarcerated, that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You're not doing your job if people are reoffending like this. Like 6 months, like that's not doing your job. You're not doing something right, and you need to fix that. If I had money If I had billions of dollars, I would do something like that. But I don't have the money to do it. But I mean, I can understand. Like, and you just gotta find those people. Oh, hey, what's up, Genghis? I didn't even see you in here, buddy. Hey. Therapy. Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I would relate to somebody that's been through something that I've been through more than somebody that hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been to prison, but I've been to jail. But my theory on the whole situation. You guys are awesome. I love this. I love this little family I got going here. You guys are so cool. Oh, you guys are cool. The real talk. Well, you missed my intro when I was really doing and how I felt about my situations. That's why I haven't been making content for the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. Hold on one second. Because I haven't been on YouTube or TikTok for that matter. Exactly. Exactly. 100%. 100%. I remember going into a therapist's office. I'm like, I hate the therapists that write, like they just have their head in a notebook. It's like, what the fuck are you writing? What are you writing about? Like, you're not even engaging with me. And it's like, well, talking about opening up about like my adoption. That's been the biggest thing in my life that has brought me to drugs, brought me to jail. Was my adoption. I've never been able to talk about it with anybody because people that aren't adopted don't get it. No offense, they just don't. I mean, they can say they can get it all they want, but they don't get it because they're not. The therapist that I have now is an adoptee, which in turn is probably the first person in my entire life that I could actually sit down and talk to about it. But I can remember being in therapy's offices and being like, have you ever done something stupid for drugs? I don't know. I mean, have you ever done, like, do you know what it's like to like pick up a needle off the street and use it because you're that far gone in your addiction you just don't care? No. Have you ever done drugs, period? No. Okay, well then why the hell would I sit here and talk to you about it and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about? Why? So that's where, I think that like people, I mean, and like I just said, there are people that have been to prison that have become counselors. There are people that have been addicted to drugs that have become counselors or therapists or anything like that. What is I was going to say some off the wall shit, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know if I'll get backlash for that either. Mm. And it's like, it's actually really crazy because where I work, we have a lot of South Carolina Department of Correction people that come in, like either the South Carolina Department of like Corrections, like prison or juvenile, like it's either or, it's a mixture of both. And this woman who comes in all the time, she's a CO, and she, in case you didn't know, I don't know if you know this case, but when in 6th grade I wanted to be a CO, I wanted to be a juvenile correctional officer, and all the way from 6th grade till I got arrested for the first time, and then that went out the window. Never became a correctional officer. Never, not once. I went to jail instead. But I missed juvenile completely. Didn't even go to JDC or anything like that. And shoot. So I asked her a question because she has piercings like all over her face. Like, I mean, they're like dermals here and piercings here. And it's like, it looks cool because like I'm into piercings, I'm into tattoos. Like, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, she looks like a pincushion, but like, hey, I vibe with it. I'm like, damn, yeah, that's cool. I had asked her this question about, oh yeah, that's all off. Oh wow. I don't even want to get into Catholic Church because that's a whole different issue, but that's awful. Right? They also, hate the LBG community, but you know, I'm not even gonna get into that. It's a whole different topic. Um, but the woman that is the CEO with her piercings and stuff. I don't get me wrong. I said, I have a question for you. I said, I don't know if you get this a lot. I said, I noticed that you work for the Department of Corrections. And she's like, yeah. I said, do they make you take these out when you go to work? I don't know if it was ink blotter, but it was definitely something like it. I hate the therapists that write on the journal. Like they just sit there with their head in their notebook. I'm like, what the fuck are you writing about? But anyway, so she was telling me, and she's like, why do you ask? And I said, oh, I mean, I was just wondering because like, to me, I feel like they would make you take them out. And she's like, oh no, I take them out. Except for like the dermal, I guess, like, because you can't take dermals out. They're just like surgically implanted. But she's like, no, I take all my piercings out. And I said, do you work? She was like, no, I work for, I guess Charleston. I don't remember what she said. Charleston County. I don't know. Whatever. Somewhere in Charleston. Some person in Charleston, I guess. And she said, I said, we got to talking about a bunch of stuff. No. We got to talking about a lot of stuff about like, and she's like, this is how this conversation went like a different direction because she said, how do you feel about prison reform? And I said, oh, lady, if I had time to talk to you about it, I would, but I don't really, but I'm going to, and like, I thought that was weird. Talk about a God moment or universe moment, whatever, that like she said that because she has no idea who I am. She has no idea that I'm on YouTube. She has no idea that I'm even about prison reform or anything like that. She probably doesn't even know if I've been to jail or not. Well, actually probably does because, I was asking her a bunch of stuff, but she said, I said, no, I'm like very big into prison reform. I think our system's like, fucked up and, 9 times out of 10. And she's like, yeah, she's like, South Carolina just started a program or training. And she said that in order for you to become a CO in the Department of Corrections in South Carolina as of now, you have to take a 1.5 to 2 year long program training of like rehabilitation, meaning like putting your COs through training to adequately be part of the solution and not the problem. And she said that they've like, if you notice, like you hear in the news now, like correctional officers are getting nabbed up left and right for doing dumb shit, and as they should. I feel like some correctional officers are the biggest criminals of all, like for real when it comes down to it. And she said that she said, yeah, she said, you have to go and do this training in order to become one. I mean, and then you have to pass like a crazy like test to even get into it, to even like get into the Department of Corrections in South Carolina. So, and then I didn't believe it because I went home and I looked it up on the internet. I was like, I don't believe this. Like, this cannot be happening. So South Carolina, and South Carolina being Republican as fuck, is, well, at least the Department of Corrections is trying to take a step in the right direction. If this is like 100% true. Yeah, I hope so, but I doubt it. I mean, it's kind of, I was actually kind of shocked that she was saying it because, like, I mean, South Carolina is like a red state. Like, we'll just call a spade a spade. It's a red state. The abortion thing went out the window. That went into complete effect after that whole thing happened. But I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I don't believe in the government, period. I hate the government. I just don't like the government, period. I think they're all fucking crooked people. That's just me. And then my mom was like, well, why don't you become a correctional officer, Lauren, in South Carolina? I said, no. I said, no. I said, that's I don't know if I could do it. And she was like, well, why? And I was like, because that's like I thought I could do, be an addiction counselor or like work in a rehab. And I did after I got out of rehab the first time, but I could not stand watching people come in off the street on drugs. It really affected me, like in some sort of way that I just couldn't. I didn't want to do it. I just couldn't do it. And I know that like if I became and my dad was like, well, you could make a difference, and I was like, God, Dad, no. Like, I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not becoming a correctional officer. Like that's dead. The dream went out the window. Like a long time ago. Went out the window when I got arrested for the first time. That's when that dream went out the window. I've actually had rattlesnake. I've actually eaten it in Arizona. True story. When I worked on this horse ranch, the motherfuckers are huge. It actually doesn't even taste that. It doesn't even taste that. It doesn't even taste like gamey to me and all. It tastes more like if I had to like stamp it, like chicken. So that's how I feel about it. I mean, I like, I get it all the time. I got it the other day. No, it's not. What was the texture like to you? I'm very curious because like not many people have eaten rattlesnake. I guess it's an Arizona thing because those things. I mean, like we used to find them under hay pallets, dude. Oh, that things were huge. And it's a felony in Arizona to kill a tarantula, or not to kill a tarantula and to kill like the saguaro cactuses. If you like fuck up a saguaro cactus, you can go to prison, like federal prison, for like a long time. It tastes like chicken. It does. Yeah, man. I remember being in Arizona the first time. I remember this the horse trainer I worked for. He said that he's like, yeah, man, you can get 10 years like minimum for killing a saguaro cactus. I was like, no, shut up, you lying. And he's like, no, like for real, it's like you really can go to prison for that. I'm like, can you imagine being in prison for killing a cactus? Yeah, chicken, exactly. I was very skeptical of it when I tasted it because like the trainer was like, you want to eat it? And I'm like, I mean, I've eaten pretty much anything you could possibly eat, like meat wise. A bear is disgusting. I won't ever touch that again. But I've pretty much eaten almost every kind of meat that you can eat. But I was like, I don't know about rattlesnake, man. I don't know. That sounds like it's going to be like, oh, God, awful. But it really wasn't. He injected it with buffalo sauce or some sort of crazy, whatever sauce it was that he injected it with. It was pretty good. Actually, it was so good I had seconds. Oh yeah, even if it is dead, yeah. Oh yeah, you could, yeah, you could definitely go to prison for it. And I think it's I don't quote me on this. I think it's fed time. I think it's definitely fed time. I think you get fed time. I don't think it's state time. I think it's federal. Um, same with the tarantulas. It's a felony to kill a tarantula out there too. It makes sense because the saguaro cactuses is like they're like so old. Because I think if I'm correct on this, every 100 years it grows an arm. I think if I'm close. I don't know if I'm 100% accurate on that, but I'm close to it. Tasha was like, I'm gonna put these dead cactuses back on the ground. I'm not going to prison for this shit. What are you in prison for? You don't even want to know, man. You don't even want to know. Picking up cactuses off the side of the road. Oh God, that's so funny. This has been a good. This has been awesome, man. I've had a lot of fun, like a lot. I think I'm just gonna try to do more lives on YouTube than that, because I'm pretty sure everybody in here, maybe Gainish, I don't know if you know if you're still in here, but I'm pretty sure for everybody that knows that my content on TikTok is tarot card readings. And believe it or not, when Joey was still in Lawrenceville, I was giving everybody these readings in his pod for like $10. Like how can I do this in 15 minutes? You did this. Yes, it was funny. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was funny because people are hilarious when it comes to it, but it's not what I'm really passionate about. I mean, I am passionate about it. Don't get me wrong. I really am. Cause like, if you look at my like room, it's like altars, and like all of this kind of stuff. But in reality, I don't know. I tried to do the whole prison content on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok. I did. I have a whole page, but I didn't get very far on it because I didn't get a lot of views. Except for that one I posted on my YouTube. If you haven't seen it, the one that's I think it's the one that it outbeat my intro. The one talking about the commissary and visits. I can take you in if I want to. It's probably the best one I had on that one. I think that one got like 4,000 views like within less than 24 hours after making it. Yes, you are right about that cactus. Yep. Or the ones that spit. Is that the same cactus? The ones that spit the spikes at you when you walk past it? Well, not spikes, the needles, whatever you want to call them. I've been sitting here with a cigarette in my hand for like a million times. That's the other cool thing about YouTube, though, too, because like I haven't been banned for smoking a cigarette yet. Knock on wood, because on TikTok, if you smoke a cigarette on live, you get banned immediately. Yeah, I think Arizona has the best sunsets. So you'll know this, then, Tosh. I didn't know Arizona had a monsoon season until I moved out there for the first season. I was like, they have a what? She's like, oh yeah, like it rains for like a month. I'm like, no, you lying. Sure the fuck enough. Does it ever? But I still agree. I would rather be in 115-degree dry heat than what is it outside right now? Probably 95 and like 2,000% humidity. Wait, and like people wonder because in Arizona, I when I moved back here, or not South Carolina, when I moved back to Virginia, I used to crack my windows, like all my windows, and people would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Because in Arizona, I've seen it happen to like where if you shut all your windows, like it gets too hot and your glass explodes. So that's why you never see anybody outside their house in Arizona unless they're in a pool past 12 o'clock. Really, because it's so hot, but then it drops to like going from like 115 degrees during the day to like 60 degrees at night. And my parents are like, why do you have a sweatshirt on? Because it was 115 degrees like 4 hours ago and it just dropped to 60. It might be, warm to you, but to me, it's kind of a little chilly. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to be getting off here too soon. I'm gonna get off here at 12 because I gotta get ready to go to work. But I won't be off until 12. But it's 12. It's 11:46. It's always a pleasure, buddy. Always a pleasure. Always. Because you know what's funny is like you're always the first one in my lives, and I love it because I'm like the other day when I went live, I was like, man, I hope he comes in here. But then my live was all screwed up. I did it like 4 times and I couldn't find anybody. I was like, damn it. Because he was He was the first one to ever come in my first live I ever did at 4 a.m. in the morning. Janice. So what's up, gang? I haven't watched a lot. I honestly haven't watched a lot of your content yet because I haven't really watched a lot of it, but it's funny. I don't know how to make mine like a funny. More so than like coming at it from like a prison wife standpoint is like pretty much the only way I can make it like somewhat funny. I'm not even so much into this for like the view. Well, no, yes, the views, but and content really didn't. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a check from YouTube, but I mean, shit, I don't even get a check from TikTok. It's TikTok, like once you hit the 10K and you get that creators fund, like they don't even pay you shit for your videos. Like, I mean, you have to have like, even if it's a good video, even if it's like a viral video, dude, like they don't pay you shit. It took me about it took me probably about like 5 months to get my first viral video on TikTok. Or my first account that I had. About five or 6 months. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm. Who the hell is all this? Why did everything else? Shit. Mm-mm. So I had my visit with Joey today, Janice. It's his birthday. Do I think TikTok's better? In what way? Here's my okay. I'm gonna give you 2 answers to this because I've only been on YouTube for a little while. I don't really know how to edit any of this. As far as I'm concerned, this is as much editing as it's gonna get. Like I can't, like it's too much. It's just too difficult, and I'm just not a person. Like I'm not a computer tech person, so like that's why I want to go live on my phone. That's why I always do my TikToks are always on my phone. Like my lives, I never do lives on my laptop on TikTok. I always do it on my phone. Now the thing I'm going to say is that I feel like TikTok is more flashy. Is really what I could put to it because you have all these effects and you have all these different things that you can like apply. And it's like there for editing. Like you don't really have to like. I feel like with YouTube, you have to have like a whole crew to edit, or you have to be really smart with computers. And I'm not smart with computers like at all. I'm like I'm like the dumbest person when it comes to computers. Like I said, my laptop I bought it. It's specifically designed for live streaming, and I can't figure out how to fucking do any of it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard not to say the F word a lot. I really am. Hi, Ange. Yeah, I like to use it. Yeah. But what I don't like about TikTok is that it's very, very, very easy to get banned on lives. Because my like I said, my accounts get banned left and right all the time. Like we're up to now, like where if I get banned, it's going on 2 months before I get that account back. If I get it back, 2 strikes on what? TikTok or YouTube? Well, I think it's easier too with hashtagging on TikTok because you can hashtag whatever the hell you want. Like it's just like super easy to hashtag. I will tell you what though, if you're on TikTok, don't use FYP. Don't hashtag FYP because it's not the best thing for you to hashtag, and people think it is, but it's not. It actually kind of fucks your shit up more. My issue with TikTok is I have so many trolls and so many fake profiles that people have made. Like it's outrageous. I mean, that I know of, just on one account. I've got like, there's like probably 10 fake profiles of this one account that are all pretending to be me. And that's the only thing. I don't know about YouTube though, because like I don't see YouTube. YouTube doesn't seem to me. YouTube seems to be like more adult, more like grown up ish. Does that make sense? Yeah, TikTok. On TikTok, how do you get 2 strikes on TikTok? Because I've had my main account I've had on TikTok, I've had for 2 years, and I have been reported. It says account warning on it. I have been reported and like videos taken down and all sorts of crazy stuff. And like I've said off the wall shit, and I don't even have 2 strikes on it yet. So you must be saying some like off the wall stuff, because like I run my mouth on TikTok. Like I like people will respond to my videos and call me a devil worshiper and all sorts of crazy shit because I read tarot cards, and like I'll snap right back and say god awful things to them, and my video will get taken down and people will report me, and then like I won't get the video back. Actually, I haven't won an appeal on a live or a video in probably about half a year. But I just got back on TikTok yesterday for the first time. I hadn't been on TikTok in over a month because I was tired of getting bullied, and I really was gonna end up like I was really gonna end up like fucking somebody up in the process of this whole incident. That's why I took a break from it. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So here's what. Okay, I'm glad you bring that up, because here, check it. So TikTok, this is how I figured this out. TikTok picks and chooses what content it wants to describe on its For You page. Now, if you notice, if you're still on TikTok, just notice this next time. When I saw on my FYP page were skinny bitches with caked on makeup, like pretty much no clothes, period. Like on my FYP page, it's like all I saw. And I was always getting angry because people were reporting me for harassment and bullying. But I'm like, these people get to have these videos of them being half naked, like more than half naked, and they don't get reported. And then like I would report it, and they wouldn't get their videos taken down. They would stay up. I mean, I had people from my friends list like constantly report, and like none of their videos got taken down. I thought that was weird, because I'm like, well, my videos get taken down all the time. So what's the difference? The difference was that, and I did this on a live, I did the whole scientific experiment about it. Like usually when I go live, it's usually something like this. I'm usually not like done up or, makeup and all the fucking 9 yards and all that shit, because I'm just too lazy to do it. But I did it one night, and I ended up putting like a tank top on and like, doing whatever, and looked really, really, really good. And I found that I got more, well, A, I got more views, and B, I got more of a following type thing because of what I was wearing, as opposed to like what I would wear, like looking like, with my hair up and sweatpants and a t-shirt on, because that's like what I wear. Then my TikTok community got targeted, which is the witch talk community and like the tarot card reading community and the mediumship community. We all got targeted. We're still being targeted, where they were going to make it to where you couldn't read cards or do astrology on TikTok anymore, because the whole religious aspect of like, oh, God forbid, you're not Catholic, and I'm, because I read cards makes me a devil worshiper, and I'm doing Satan's work or whatever you want to call it, which is total bullshit. Total bullshit. Oh yeah. For You page. It's like a For You page. I don't know what TikTok, I don't know what YouTube's For You page would be. I guess their For You page would be like where it's basically like the page that gets sent out to everybody, that everybody can see. And so then it's kind of like they just pick and choose any sort of drug related, like the recovery, like for instance, like recovery talk. They've really cracked down on their content. Like there's people that make like Crystal, like Tina videos, which is like accurate statement of what a Tina or a crystal meth user would be like on crystal meth. And like they've been getting their videos taken down left and right. And it's not even to promote getting high. It's just promoting like this is what happens like when you know, and it's funny skits. It's like it's like anything else that you would do. It does make more money for TikTok. Like I said, TikTok. Okay, so I don't know. You're guys. How many? You're pretty big on YouTube, aren't you? You're pretty big. So my question to you is this: TikTok's lives. You know how we have gifts. You can send the TikTok universe at $600. Like, first off, if you're going to send me a TikTok universe, please just cash at me 300 of that. Fuck, I don't even need the whole 6, but do not send me the damn TikTok universe because TikTok is going to take 85% of that $600 and I'm going to get nothing from it. And I know TikTok takes 85% of it because if you buy 1,000 coins and you drop $1,000 gift on TikTok and somebody's live, that's like $20. You get literally like $4 or $5 out of that. And TikTok takes the rest. So I don't know what YouTube, does YouTube even have that? Is Ange still in here? Ange, if you're still in here, we got to do a live together. I don't know how to do lives like put people on the same thing. I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I can do it on TikTok. I mean, you can follow me on TikTok and we could go live on TikTok and I could put everybody in a box as long as you have 1,000 followers. What was I going to say? Oh, Janice. Is she still in here too? Who else is in here? I want to give Janice a reading so bad because I know you wanted one. If anybody ever wants one, just let me know. I won't even charge you for it. Now I charge people on TikTok all day long because I'm not going to do this shit for free all the time. People want it for free, and I'm like, no. But I go off energies. Yeah. I don't know how to. I don't even know how that would work. Here I am, like computer savvy over here. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing on this laptop or computers whatsoever. Which is the only reason I like TikTok way better than YouTube because it's just like it's easier. But it's more of a headache. Because I'll be honest with you, when I got off of TikTok because of this whole bullying thing, like it almost made me relapse. Like it was, if I had not gone off of it when I did, I would have gone out and used over it. So that's why, because like I'm not, and that's why like that whole thing, and like we've surpassed this whole thing because like it was a whole miscommunication on everybody's part with that, like, and I still feel awful that whole day with that incident that happened because I saw it, I was like popping off because I was like, oh, I cannot believe this shit's gonna happen on YouTube now. But it totally misunderstanding. So we were all good on that because like the second video I ever made on YouTube, the fact that I had to make it because I felt like if I didn't make it, people were gonna, target it. That I had to make a video explaining why my face twitches. It was a side effect of bipolar medication and not me being high because TikTok loves to say that I'm high, or people like to be like, oh, this bitch is high at like 2:00 in the morning. Or this bitch, she's high all the time, like da 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 da. When I wasn't, and it really got to me because I was like, here are these people that are just like spewing out their mouth that I'm high. I mean, what are you doing up at 4 a.m.? Are you getting high? Because maybe I couldn't sleep. You never know. And that's like the big target I have on my back on TikTok is that, and the tarot card readings is being high on live and the tarot card readings. I'll explain this. First, if I was ever high, I would not be on a social media platform. I would be out probably doing criminal activities, not sitting behind the computer having a conversation with anybody. And so that's why I stopped TikTok for a month. Yeah. And yeah, I'm proud of myself too. I don't know. I've been bullied my whole life, and like in-person bullying is way way different than cyberbullying. I mean, cyberbullying I think is way worse. I mean, I don't know if people, I don't think people really realize it, but like people that cyberbully, like people kill themselves over that. Like you could be that person that says some off the wall shit to somebody, and you could be that one word or sentence you say could be the reason that person takes their life or relapses or does something awful. And people don't get that. And people don't think that that's like, or they don't want to believe it. But I'm like, it's not just drug addicts and broken people that have problems. Like you could have everything in the world and be trying to commit suicide and have everything and make it look to the world that you don't have a problem. Everything's great in your life. I mean, that's me. I'm very good. I'm very good at putting on a is doing great, but when in reality I'm not doing that great. Like I have a very like I can do a pretty good front on it. Lately though, it's been more like, all right, well, actually I think it's been since my ex took his life. I think that was like when it really started to like really sink in for me, because I was like, holy shit, like this is not happening to like people that I know. This is happening to like the love of my life, and he's better off, like obviously, but that's when it really came to my, like it really hit me. It was like I don't know if I really want to, like I really need to like be proactive on this mental health thing, because if I don't, I'm going to end up killing somebody, or I'm going to end up killing myself if I don't do it. And that's just real facts. I can sit here and say that. Like, I mean, that's just me being real. I'm a real individual. Like, I can sit here and say that. Like, I worry when I'm not on my medication. That's why I take it all the time, because I'm very much worried if I don't, like, some crazy catastrophic event's going to happen. So that's where I get it. Actually, I could stay on here for a little bit longer. I didn't even know it was 12 o'clock. I don't go to work until 2. So, you know. So that's how I. People want to judge me and be an asshole because I'm being real about it. Like it's a real thing, man. And people, and like I have a video on TikTok that I put on through mental health. It was through like I did it. It was some sort of like trend or something like. No, it wasn't even a trend. It was some sort. I don't remember what the hell it was, but it was something like when was your first suicide attempt or something like that, and like I've lost count of how many times I've tried to do it. I've been, I don't even know how many times, but it is funny. It's not funny. It was ironic that when I grew up, and I'm be 35 in September. Okay, well, be honest. I grew up in the 90s, and mental health was not talked about. When ADD came out, it was like, whoa, and I can look back now and know for a fact that I had bipolar as a child. Like I can definitely look back and be like, yeah, there's no questions asked that I had mental health issues back in the day, like when I was a child, more so than ADD, and that there's such a stigma behind it. It's the same thing with prison reform. There's a huge stigma behind prison reform. I will walk up and randomly talk to people about it, and people are like, yeah. I'm like, but y'all, like, it's like, it's just such a stigma. Like people are like, well, people that do crime need to go to prison. Yes, that's true, but do you need to be treated like a piece of shit? Or like people that mental health is like, my biggest pet peeve I have with any of this is when it comes to like addiction, and it comes to like people saying, well, junkies shouldn't be able to get free needles because people that have cancer have to pay for insulin, or people that have diabetes have to pay for insulin, but you can give junkies needles for free. Well, I mean, I can understand it to an extent, but like, I mean, that's my theory on the situation. It's like, I mean, well, you gotta pick and choose your battle is really what it comes down to it, because or the whole Narcan thing, or people that like most everybody that I've met that I've been, like I said, I've never been to prison, but most people I've met in jail did their crimes when they were intoxicated on something. Whether they were addicted to it or not, they were still either drunk or high on something when they did their crime. No, I'm not grieving today. No, I'm working on my other job. I don't really do it. I don't really do it on. I used to do it a lot more, but where I live, I don't make enough money to do it, so I only do it a little bit on the side. No, I work retail. That's what I do. I work in retail, unfortunately speaking. Wait, Janice, do you want? I mean, what are you talking? Do you want a reading? I'll do you a reading right now. Do you want one? Do you want one on live, or do you want to do it private? I do either or. Yeah, I got hair in my mouth. I got that. Sorry, I'm over here like such a weirdo. It's okay though. I embrace my weirdness, I guess, sometimes. Sometimes I don't, though. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I'm fucking weird. Mm. Oh, yeah, I have time. I don't have to be working until 2. I have like a whole hour and a half. I can do it. Yeah. Do you want like what could be my thing? Oh, and interpreting tarot cards in my prison channel. I've thought about it. I've done a little bit. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Angie. Exactly. Boom. You said it. 100%. Yeah, but that would defeat my whole prison content, wouldn't it? That's what I do on TikTok. That's what I do on TikTok. That's exactly what I do on TikTok. Is I do readings on TikTok. That's why I use live on TikTok for. Is just for readings. But lately, I haven't. It just depends. Excuse me. Excuse me. I see. I'm not good with shorts. Not good with shorts. Like I don't know how to like put it all into like a short 15-second clip because I love to talk and run my mouth. Like that's the whole issue I have with shorts. Like I don't know how I can fit something in 15 seconds and like boop, there it goes. I can't do it. That is nice. T-bows. Angie, that's so crazy you say that because that is true, 100%. Diabetes, people that have diabetes have insurance that can pay for rigs, or I'm calling them rigs, like shit, like insulin syringes. Okay, but you would rather have a junkie or a person using heroin pick up a needle off the street. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect because when I was in my active addiction with needles, I picked up people's needles off the street and used it. I bleached it, but that's not that. I mean, that's some real in-depth addiction when you can pick needles up off the street and be like, well, fuck it, I don't got a needle. I'm going to use this one though because I got to get high because I'm going to be sick if I don't, or use it, like and like DC and Maryland have the needle exchange for that reason. Yeah, turn in all your dirty used needles and get fresh, clean ones and get cookers, cottons, alcohol swabs, everything that you use to sanitize and like be safe about it if you're gonna do it instead of being an asshole because I'm a heroin addict, like I get needles for free, but diabetics have to pay for it. No, that's crazy. It's just always ridiculous. All right, Janice, okay, Janice, do you want like a you've had a reading before, obviously. I'm pretty sure you have. I think I picked up on that, right? Ah. Well, have you looked at that one video I was just talking about? It's the I think it's a short. Well, it's from TikTok. I mean, I posted it from TikTok onto YouTube. I wish I could just post the ones I have on TikTok to YouTube, but Harvey's telling me like I can't really do that because YouTube gets really pissed about it apparently a long time ago. Okay. Well, you you can uh we can do a general, which would be like like a a past present. Well, not like a past present future, like generally what's going on. Or you can ask a question. We could do whatever you want, or you can just whatever you want to do. I usually do generals anyway. Well, I don't for myself because I read my own cards, but I always have somebody else read my cards because I can like manipulate them sometimes the way I want it to go. My favorite when I'm reading for myself, but Other people, I usually tell them to go with the general, but it's up to you. I give you the full option of whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. 100%. Mm. My bad. I'm not totally chewing with my mouth full. You can see that I really don't. I'm not really lazy at all. Okay. Let me see, man. Shut up, phone. Nobody cares. Oh shit. Never mind. Okay. Hmm. All right. Let me see here. What is the I have so many tarot decks and Oracle decks. It's unreal. Like I have a problem with tarot card hoarding. Like I buy them all the time. I'm like, damn, I have so many. Where's the Give me one second. I gotta find the everything I was looking for that I need. I do yes or no questions. I do pendulum questions too. I can pretty much do whatever you want. Shit. Where the hell is it? Am I just being blind? I see. I'll be doing this before I leave. Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. I found it. Ah, shit. Okay, let's do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can. I'm gonna. Did you here? I'm gonna write it. I'll write. Oh shit, you can do it down here too. Okay, I'm gonna E. All right. This is All right, I'm gonna. Ooh, I'm gonna give you this one. Uh, on this one, follow the Boo Kitty 1987 that has almost 10K following, because if you follow the other seven profiles, they're all fake as fuck. So don't follow those. Follow the one that says almost 10K because that's the real one. All right, and then I have those are my two, so you can follow both of those if you want. Okay, I gotta figure out a way to. I know what we can do. I'm trying to figure out like where I can. I'm just gonna have to move this shit over. I have so much shit in here. Damn. Okay, move all this. Cards upon cards upon cards, like everywhere. Dude. Like it's like never ending. Never ending. Swear to God, I'm everything I love. I'm very much big into crystals too. Like I'm very, very big into crystals. I have a lot of crystals. All right, perfect. I got some stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, I just tell people that my Boo Kitty one, like that's the one there's like 1,000,001 profiles of that one, and it's messed up. Let's do general. Okay. Oh, I let instant first. Hold up. What is it? I thought I use this one. Oh, I'm excited to do this for you, Janice. I mean, like I said, it's not like I love doing it. I've been doing it. I've been reading cards since I was like 15. I didn't start out that way though. I started out with runes. But yeah, I got way more into it after I got sober the second time. Because I pretty much just like gave up on it when I was getting high because I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Getting high is more important than this. This is the animal tarot deck. So I have so many different ones. So the cards are like really cool. They're like really, really like detailed. So if I have anyone you could possibly imagine. All right. If everybody must know, I said I don't bash anybody's religion at all because if it helps you, it helps you. But I grew up in a Catholic church. I was adopted through a Catholic church too, as well. Um, Needless to say, I just got out when I was 14. I told my mom, I said, "Fuck this, I'm out," and that's when I got into this. For these things beyond. Well, if you know, you know. All right, let's see that. Oh, come on. It's kind of difficult now because I have fake nails on, and I haven't had fake nails on in forever, so it's kind of a little weird trying to deal cards with fake nails. All right, let's see here. All right, Spirit, what is she? Ooh. I do it because people are like, "Oh my god, if you don't shuffle them in front of me, you're rigging it." I try to do it. I do it in front of people. I'm not trying to rig anything really. When it comes down to it, it's just people are weird. But I like people to see it. I like people to see me do it. Oh. Now I will tell you this: a lot of tarot card readers read reverse. So like reverse cards mean a different thing. I don't typically use reverse cards. Like you don't have to have reverse cards. I just typically don't use them because like it's just like too much to remember. So I just don't. I sometimes I will, sometimes I don't. But 9 times out of 10, I just always use front of facing cards correctly. Because there's really no reason for the reverse ones. So just let you guys know. Ooh. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Ah, get out of my way. Person, there it is. All right, let's see here. Mm. I gotta study these for a second. I see how I'm gonna work this. Okay. Let me see here. Because this is such a new deck, I always have this thing with me where I'm like, I have to look at it real fast because if I don't remember it. Okay. Okay. So the first card you got, if this is mirrored, it's backwards. So, okay, so it says Judgment. I wish it would do justice because the lighting on this is like really shitty. But, like rebirth and awakening, composure. Rise up in a spiritual awakening. There could be a life-changing decision maybe on the horizon, and you must be the ones to make it. Is there like a really big decision coming up? I think there is. Well, maybe not like a huge decision, but there's which could be life-changing. But relying on your intuition is going to be a big thing. I don't know. Is there what do you call it? Could it have anything to do with because intuition keeps coming into my head. Like I can't, my senses keep telling me about something about intuition. Has it been like, I feel like lately or within the last a few or so times ago that like maybe you've like second guessed your intuition on some things, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, because I'm gonna come up pull clarification card too, but you have to be keeping in touch with your inner self to arrive at this conclusion. So are you like one of these people that's like on the go, or used to be on the go, like where you like put people or put other things in front of your own, like as in like not like I guess the easiest way to say is like on the go, like you never have time to do something for yourself, or like to be able to sit down and like actually have time for you because you're so busy doing other things for people. Yeah. Okay. So spirit says that you need to take time for self. It's crazy because it's been the theme since 2022 started. Every reading I've done has been something about self-care, whether it's been regardless of whatever it is that somebody's been talking about or whatever their question was, has something to do with making sure to take care of yourself. Because a lot of times we as humans tend to forget to do that. Because we're just so used to everything going on in the world and being a mom or being a parent or being, you know, X, Y, and Z, that we never really like stop and like, okay, what do I want to do? Like, I need to do something for myself. Prime example, I got my nails done finally. I haven't had my nails done in over a year. Self-care, I got them done like 2 weeks ago for that reason. Because I was just like, man, I need to do something for myself to make myself feel good and be more in touch with my inner, with my intuition, because I don't trust my intuition really either. Yeah. But my intuition is like a big thing because I've always said, like I say it all the time, I don't care what cards say, but if like your intuition, your gut's telling you one thing, listen to it, because it's like always right. At least from my standpoint, it's always been right. If I didn't listen to like my intuition, like I got in trouble or something happened that, you know, with me and not interpreting it as intuition. The right colors. So, ow, damn. This is interesting. It's telling it finds support in people you trust and take confront in the knowledge, and the absorption will greet you at once the decision is made. Shed your past, leave something greater awaits, and it's time to grasp this moment of rebirth without fear. I almost say it could. How long have you been on like? I was gonna say how long have you been on YouTube, but how long have you been? You've been doing this ever since. I feel like something's telling me that you should like do some more content on YouTube. Or what's your sign? Your zodiac sign? Is it? I don't remember if you told me what it is, because this is gonna help me out too, just a lot. I know what your zodiac sign is. Yeah, listen to your heart too, though. Big thing. You're a Leo? Oh, Joey's a Leo. Okay. That explains. Okay, you're a Leo. Oh, cool. Okay, so you're a lion. Judgment remains the secret moments of rebirth without fear. Holding on to something in the past, or holding on to something that's not suiting you anymore, is also coming into play. Like there's something that when it talks about rebirth and like shedding old, like it's talking about rebirth and shedding like your past, holding on to past issues that you shouldn't really be holding on to, but you're holding on to it because either A, you don't want to release it yet, or B, you're just like, I just don't want to get rid of it, or you don't think that you should, or that you like have to hold on to it because it has some sort of meaning that you feel is meaningful to you, but it's not really that. It's not doing you any good holding on to it. It's actually doing you more harm. I hate that word, harm. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint what it is, but there's something that I need to let go of, because it's what it's like I said, we're talking about rebirth. So like moving on into the next phase of your life, or moving on to a next chapter in your life, and shedding the bad part, instead of like worrying about past issues or worrying about the past, like focusing more towards of like the being in the present and the now. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that resonate? Tell me if it doesn't resonate, because if it doesn't, then I'll pull another card as well. Because I might pull another card just to clarify it, because there's sometimes I have to pull different cards to clarify why this card came out the way it came out. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Feels you on that. I feel you on that. Well, Janice, that's something that me and you have in common. Because I don't don't even know if I released this video yet or not. The big news job was that me and Joey are getting married. If Joey can get off his ass and do it, because he has to file. Because I can't do it. He has to do it because he's in prison. But he's also very. We'll see. We'll see how real he is about it, because I don't know if he's been real serious about it, because I don't know if he feels like he understands like what this is all going to entail. So if you didn't hear it, you heard it now. Because I don't want him to parole in Virginia. I want him to parole in South Carolina, because he has a better chance of not going back to prison if he's down here than he does in Virginia. And I love him, but still, selfishly speaking, this a lot. Not the fact that I love him too, because I do, and like it is what it is. But like, I'm very much afraid that if he stays in Virginia, he's gonna end up going back, and I don't. But I'll feel you with it's getting old. Like, I'm tired. I'm like, I've told him, I'm like, you go back, dude. That's it. We are done. I'm not doing a whole nother prison bit, dude. I'm not doing it. This is the last one. This is the last one. I'm not doing it. No way. You got one chance. You better make it right when you get out, because I'm telling you right now, it's if you go back to prison, dude, it's over. Like, I'm not doing it again. It was too much. It's a lot of work. Bless your heart for doing it, because I know just as much as anybody else that's done it, it's a hard thing to do. It's very hard. And sometimes I feel like they don't get that. Well, it's never hard. Well, it is hard. I'm stuck out here paying bills and shit, not you. And holding you the fuck down at the same time, while not doing anything for myself, because I'm too worried about you and the bills. But yeah, you have it way easier. Oh, I don't know. Say yes if you agree. Yeah. Like, hello. I'm out here doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, and this makes perfect sense as to why this card came out. Okay, so with Pentacles, anytime you get Pentacles, it's usually the money card. It'll come up in finance readings, because it's the money card, and this makes perfect sense as to why. Now, why? Because it says like poverty and struggle and dependency. Yeah. So this is probably you're struggling to keep your head above water right now. Or are there hardships? Hard times have hit and feel inescapable. I'm banking that this is going on, your husband being locked up and the financial burden that it's taking on you. Really is what I feel like it. Yeah. It may be find a relationship, financial security, or something material. It's taking a hit to your pride on top of it all. Try to keep things in perspective, and don't let yourself succumb to despair. Everything seems like an enemy, even yourself. Look inside yourself for the positives of the situation. It may be hard to find them, but they are there. The sooner you find them, the sooner you can move on from it. So I don't necessarily say like there's positives in all of this, because there's probably really not positive. The positive thing is that you are standing by him the entire time, and that's like, again, sometimes they don't get it, but I'm like, you're the definition of a true ride or die person. Because at the end of the day, you are stuck handling everything by yourself for the most part, which in turn takes a toll on you and just in general, like just the general constantly worrying about him being locked up, or worrying about like how am I gonna make sure that how am I gonna make sure I have money on the phone and he's good, but how am I gonna make sure I have my electric bill and I have heat and shit for me? Like how am I gotta, you juggling all these things around, which is why like you're always constantly on the move. And then it's taking its toll on you, as it would anybody. That's why I'm saying that people, it takes a very special person, a very strong person to back somebody that's incarcerated, especially if it's a loved one. Because like most people, most females can't do it. It's just not in the cards for them. I can barely do it, and like I make shit money, and I'm constantly like worrying, like, well, dude, you're not gonna get you're gonna get like less commissary this week because I don't got the money to fucking give it to you. You're just gonna have to make do with what you have because I have to pay bills, and you're just gonna have to understand that. Um, so that's where I feel like this is where that card came into. Yeah, you're pregnant. Oh, yeah. Mm. Where's my phone? Well, it's like Tasha and Harvey both said. He's stupid if he thinks that he's like that. Yeah, you give yourself more credit because you deserve more credit, and like yeah, this is why this card came out. You got to get to a point where you can say like the boundary that it's a lot of it has to do with boundaries. Like I've had to put up boundaries with Joey, and I've only been dating him for like a year. They'd be like, no, we're gonna put this boundary up, dude, because you don't get it. Like I can't constantly, like I'm constantly worried all the time about everything that's going on in your world as compared to mine, because I constantly am about this phone. You know how many times my job I've almost gotten fired because he's called me, and I've been like, I gotta take this phone call because I can't miss a fucking phone call because I don't know when the fuck he's gonna call me next. Like it's like a whole like you put everything on hold for the most part because you don't know. Like, well, he's gonna call me at some random time because they don't have a time that they call. But whatever time he calls, I gotta answer it. I mean, and it got to the point now where it's like he'll email me and I'll be like, hey man, like I'm at work. Like if you're gonna get the phone, tell me when you're gonna get the phone so I can like finagle, or I'll tell him I'm taking my break at 6:30. Somehow between that 30-minute break that I take, you need to call me within that period, because if you call me when I'm walking into work or I'm walking out of work or if I'm with somebody, then like I'm gonna get fired. So if I get fired, then the money is gonna go out the door. So, you need to do what you need to do, and you need to just be like patient. And I am just like a very codependent person. I'm like, no, I need to pick up the phone. I need to pick up the phone because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's in trouble. I don't know if he's been like, it's just the worry factor of the whole situation with that, with why that's the way it is. But the cool part is the next card that came out is the Magician card, which is you have all the tools. Yeah. Lean on me if you need to, Janice. You can give me your phone number. I'll give you my phone number if you need to call me sometime. If you just need to call me and say, fuck, man, I'm all for it, dude. Definitely. No problem with that whatsoever. No problem. Especially I like the real ones like you. Like you're right. There's other ones that are not real. That's why I'm very selective of what I say on here about where he is at, because I know there's people, and I know there's things that could happen, and I'm like, I don't want people knowing like where he's at completely 100%, because I'm like, it's A, it's none of their business, and B, like that leaves too much room for sketchy bullshit to happen. And I'm just not about it like that. Like, and then it's like, it's like Tosh always says, you're a rare gem, Lauren, and he says it to you too a lot, because like I mean, there are people that would give anything to be. And it's just like, I guess it's the fear of like if he's gotten out before, or if he's gone back, or if this is like the first time, because like I don't know the whole backstory, but like my 9 times out of 10, it's like, okay, dude, you've been to prison like 4 times. We're not doing this whole thing again. We're not doing it. Like, don't you think 27 years, or I'm just making a ballpoint, like Joey's got 17 years. You don't think 17 years is a long time? Like, you haven't had enough of this yet? Like, why the fuck do you want to go back? Or why the fuck are you doing dumb things to put yourself back into this situation where there's no rehabilitation? But that's, like I said, the system's fault as well. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I know I am a very big talker. Resourcefulness and logic and influence. This is like not even the definition of this. I'm not even going to look at that. So with this magician card in the regular traditional rider deck, the magician it's like the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups. Those are all the elements and all the stuff, the tools wise. So the magician. Oh, 300 subs. The magician is clearly just coming out, and this is saying that you have all the tools in the world to do what you need to do, and to better understanding of this is a temporary thing. Well, hopefully it's a temporary thing. Hopefully this is the last time, and hopefully he's got his shit together when he gets out. Because if he doesn't, then that's when boundaries and stuff are going to come into play, because you can't make yourself like, you can't be the only one putting in work. I'll put it that way. He's got to put some effort into it. He doesn't get to get out and not do work. Like, no, you get out and you do your job or do what you need to do. This is not like, it's a team effort. I feel like a lot of people in relationships and stuff like that, they don't get it, because it's like a team effort. It's not just one person. It's both of you. It's both of you. You both have to make it work somehow. You're about to experience a wave of positive outcomes. See, look, positive outcomes are coming your way, girl. I'm telling you, positive outcomes. You're at a point in your life where you're overflowing with creative potential. Does that resonate? If you are in need of a change or looking to make some improvements in your life, you've already equipped with the tools and the abilities. I'm shedding. I'm sorry. My hair. You need to make things happen. Use your keen mind and intense willpower to help manifest the change you want in your life. You may be introduced to someone who has skills and intellect will impress you. It could be someone you have known, or someone you met for the first time. Never turn down an opportunity to learn more and gain a better understanding of the world and the people around you. Good. I'm glad. Like, and that's what I'm saying. This is this whole card. Every time I read it, it's just tools. Like, you just have to believe you have it, because you have all the tools that you need to do what you need to do, because you're a smart individual. And I don't even know you like that, but I can sit here and tell you this. You're smart. You know what's up, and you know what you need to do. It's just trusting your intuition and trusting yourself to do it, which is a big thing. And everybody's like, I mean, I don't care. Everybody says, like, everybody has issues with that. I deal with it every day. I'm like, man, and constantly, like, actually the other day I was thinking about this, like, my paycheck, I could make what I make in 2 weeks in less than a half an hour if I was doing something illegal. And that kind of like makes me really mad. I'm like, damn, I got to work and do all this for this paycheck when I could like get it in like a half an hour doing something completely different. It's like not as hard. See, because and then but you got another pentacles coming out, because you got the butterfly. I mean the bees, the butterflies, the freaking bees, whatever that thing is called. So you got so being a Leo, being a fire sign, your cards come out more with I would think, well, obviously it's looking like the pentacles are like your thing. What is this? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So I wish this did just you can see this one a little better. This was pretty cool. I like the graphics on it. Efficiency, responsibility, and persistence. It exemplifies that hard work that goes into fulfilling one's dreams. You either know what you want out of life, or you're developing a plan. Isn't that funny how you said you're developing plans? You have things planned. Isn't that funny how that works? This is what I'm saying. Cards are weird. Like they're crazy. Like they're never wrong. ever. You've already taken the steps to begin the approach to reaching your goals. Consistency is valued over spread, and you have taken the time to plan accordingly. It may be boring, but know that your approach will lead you to success. So whatever you got planned, or whatever you have set the ball rolling, continue to do that and plan out, because at the end of the day, like that's, you just, like I said, it's, with you, it's going to be all about your intuition. You got to trust your intuition. You just got to trust yourself and know that you are capable of doing it, and knowing that these plans, and like put forth the effort and like actually go for it and make sure that you do it, because I think you're going to find out that you're going to be a lot happier. But like I said, do stuff for you. Like, yeah, he's in prison. He's not going anywhere. He's stuck wherever he is at right now. For real, if you really think about it, he's stuck where he's at. He's not going anywhere. So, but you need to make sure that you make time for yourself and be like, you know what? Today, why did you put money in the books? Oh, because I went and got my nails done. I need to do something for myself. Is that okay? Like, I'm such a dick. I'm such an asshole when it comes to doing it. I say to Joey all the time, like, get your nails done. Yes, I got my fucking nails done. Is that a problem? You got a problem with it? Because if you got a problem with it, you hold all the cards. In reality, he don't hold any of the cards. You hold all of them because you're the one that's out making all the plans and decisions. So, hey, you want to be selfish? Be selfish a little bit. Be like, you know what's selfish? You went to prison and left me out here by myself. Like, that's selfish. You were thinking about yourself. You weren't thinking about us at the time when we made a decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can hate it all he wants, but like, god damn, hey, dude, you put yourself there. You put yourself there. If you had done the right thing and been smart about it, you wouldn't be in the situation you're in. That's what Joey is. He is notorious for saying this. He's like, well, I don't believe I deserve. Like, no, I don't think you deserve the sentence you got. But Joey, you were doing something illegal. Like, I'll sit here and say all day long, I shouldn't have gone to jail, because in reality, I didn't really break any laws besides getting high. I never broke into people's houses. I never murdered anybody. I never did anything. I just went and got my drugs and got high. That's all I did. But I still got caught, and I still have to go and do my time because I got caught doing something illegal. It was against the law, Joey. You broke the law, and that's what happened. You went to jail. You've been in jail over half your life. How many times have you been arrested? Joey's been arrested. I can't even tell you. Joey's been arrested. He's got probably like 20. Well, I've been arrested 27 times, but done prison time. He's done over half of his life in prison. You're not tired of it yet? Like, why do you keep going? Like, why do you keep going back? Or why do you go out and do these awful? Like, don't go out and do that. It's, consequences are gonna, come into play, and then you go to jail and you're like, shit. Then you're like calling, hey, you got an inmate call. I hate that bitch on the phone too. The 1 minute lady, I hate her. I have to skip them. If I would, I want to play it, but it's from TikTok. It's pretty funny. You'll find it funny because I think you'll get it more so than anybody else will about the damn 1 minute lady on the fucking phone. Like, I'm gonna find that bitch one day. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her one day. One day it's gonna happen. Yeah. They all have a past, but like at the same time, like, you don't. This is the thing. They need to know. Like, hey, dude, you put yourself here, but you got somebody out here that's riding with you and doing everything that she's supposed to be doing. She don't have to do it. I don't have to do any of this for you. But I choose to do it because I love you and I care about you. And like, I want to make, that's what they don't understand. So, like, a lot of them don't understand that. I'm not saying everyone doesn't understand that's like that, but a lot of them, I don't know. Were you in here in the beginning when I started about my whole issue with why I wasn't doing content because of the fucking assholes that called me from his prison that somehow got my phone number, and I got all these inmates calling me for random ass motherfucking reasons? It's really starting to like piss me off a lot. It's awful. I hate it. I hate the whole goddamn thing. I hate all of it. It sucks. I hate it. Over his bad judgment with giving somebody my phone number. You caused it, Joey. You caused the whole spiral down for the shit that's going on right now. Not on purpose, because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing and you didn't listen, but still. But somehow it's like every time I explain it to him, he's like, well, I'm just like pissed about it. Well, why the fuck are you pissed about it? Like, I'm the one that's getting the phone calls. Like, you're not getting the phone calls. So why the hell are you pissed? You should be pissed at the fact that you gave somebody my number, or somebody saw you give somebody my number, or you dialed the number out and got my number somehow that way, because That's how it happened. Or it was either him or Ohio or the dude that was Damien, the guy that just got out. They were the only two that had it. But anyway, back to I'm sorry. See, like I go on tangents sometimes. I really do. This is the last part. So the what is this thing called? Oh, it's Eight of Cups. I don't know what this little sea urchin thing is. It looks like a squid of some sort. I don't know what the hell it is, but this is an emotion card. The cups are an emotional. They're shit. What am I looking at? Oh, the 8. Yeah, this is an emotional card. This is like a Cancer card. What's his sign? Is he Cancer? Or is he also there? I was gonna say what's his sign, because like that'll pinpoint everything. If you know what his sign is too, you're like, okay, I get it. The 8 of with the 8 of Cups. Oh, I knew this. I knew this was 8 of Cups. I don't like this card. I don't like it really because it's the biggest thing on this card means is abandonment. And I have a big. Oh, he's an Aquarius. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm an Aquarius rising. An air sign and a fire sign. I am a Libra. Across the board, besides an Aquarius rising, and Joey's Leo. So air can't survive without water. I mean, not water. What's the word? The fire can't survive without air. I think that's what it was. Yeah, this comes. It's like abandonment, or like you're feeling compelled to walk away from a situation that isn't going your way. Now, I'm sure at one point or a few points in this whole time, you've thought about, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. I've thought about it, and I've only been with this dude for a year. I actually thought about it recently and been like, should I just walk away from this whole thing and just say fuck it? You're experiencing problems. I see that with your job, with the relationship. Things can be sucks. Things that used to bring you joy, you no longer want to do any of that kind of stuff. Something is missing. You've come to a realization that this is not. No, not not so much the relationship, but just the whole thing in general. It's not so much the relationship, but just like all of it that comes with this whole kind of relationship, not just the person, but like the whole thing. Don't hesitate to leave for something better. Now, this is just one of these things where you do what's best for you, is what I'm getting at. So like feeling abandoned and feeling all this stuff that's going on, because like I have this feeling that like it's just being even here now, but I have this feeling that like it does really tear at your heartstrings, because like it's like one of these things where it's like, oh God, like it's just so old, like I just don't want to do it anymore. Like this is not fun. I lose out on doing things that I want to do, and I'm constantly yeah. I mean, I totally get that. Keep moving forward and don't look back. At the end of the day, could turn this card into a bright card. At the end of the day, if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not doing stuff for you and knowing like what Janice wants, like what does Janice want? What does Janice like to do? What does Janice want to do? Then it's gonna be difficult, because if you're not gonna, I don't want to say if you're not going to, if it has happened to where like you just feel so beat down, not necessarily because of what he like, if whatever, but just beat down, period, because it's a hard life. And you know, I don't know if this is it's true for you, but it's true for me. Like, you know, when you get into like an argument on the phone, and then the phone cuts out, and you don't know, like the whole, like when I say the whole thing, that's what I'm saying. The whole thing. It's not just the relationship; it's the whole process of all of it, because everything that happens, they don't understand, or people don't understand it. It's like, you know, I mean, when like if we get into a fight over the phone, and then the bitch comes on and says 1 minute, and I don't know when the fuck you're calling me back. It's not like you can pick up the phone and call this person and be like, hey, fuck you, talk to me. Like, you know, you can't do that, because you can't call a person and be like, hey, Amelia, can I talk to my man real quick? I need to talk to him. You know, you can't do that. So you're left there with like, okay, well, what did they, I mean, because it's like the whole thing is just a total drain. on you mentally, physically, and emotionally. All three. Maybe it's not just him, it's just the whole thing in general. And that's why I said you need to take time for yourself. Make sure that you're doing stuff for you. Because if you're not good, then nobody else is going to be good. And he can be mad all he wants sometimes. Oh, well, dude, you put yourself there. I'm doing the best I can, and I should feel supportive. Now, here's the thing. If he doesn't respect that and doesn't show his appreciation for it, then you do what you got to do. But if he's legit, oh, thanks, I love you, and do this for me, and that, and it works out, and you feel that way, then that's fine. But like if he's not reciprocating it, then you decide. Because at the end of the day, the cards can say whatever they want to say, but at the end of the day, you're going to decide what's best for you. And I don't know. I feel like you're like a rock star, man. I feel like, and then like you were like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you're shy. It's like you're drained. You don't want to do anything. It's like, look, I go to work. I go to work and I deal with this bullshit on the phone, and then I deal with this. And when I get home from work, I'm like, I just don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. Well, I'm old too. I'm not old, but I'm old. I feel like I'm old. I don't want to go out and do anything. Like I get home from work and I'm like, I'm gonna go lie on TikTok and go to sleep or smoke a joint or smoke some cigarettes, which is what I'm gonna smoke now before I get off this thing here. I lost my wallet. Oh, that's another thing. I lost my fucking wallet yesterday. It has my ID. It has all my credit cards in it. I'm supposed to go see him on the 25th of September, which is my birthday, well, the 23rd. I have no credit cards. I have no way to pay for anything because all of my shit was in my wallet that is lost now and I cannot find it. So everything is gone. And what's funny is I explained this to him on the phone. I said, dude, like my entire wallet's gone. You're going to have shit up a creek until I get my credit cards back, dude, because I have no way of putting any money on anything for you because I don't have any fucking credit cards to do it. And he's like, oh, well, where'd you lose it at? Now, if that really, dude, where'd you lose? Really? Is that a joke? Somebody fucking stole it? I don't know. We do need to talk. Yes, I'm all for it. All for it. All for it. I have some friends on TikTok that there's even a prison wives on TikTok. God, could you believe it? I swear to God, you can find anything on TikTok that you want to find on TikTok. But I have a couple friends. They're not about YouTube like that because they're more about TikTok. That's just they're happy with one platform. I'm all like, I want to expand mine. Let's see which content I do good in. Let's give the prison content a try again because I failed miserably on prison content on TikTok. Failed miserably. I was not good at it. What seems to be good is my cat because people love animals. So my cat really has the 10K following, not me. I just pretend it's mine, but it's it's pretty funny. Yes, oh no, yes. And then I found out that in South Carolina, I had my license in South Carolina, and when I went to go try to get a new one last night, it said I can't get a new one because of out-of-state credentials. What the fuck does out-of-state credentials mean? Does that mean that like Virginia's put a hold on my license? Because I've been out here for over 2 years and I've had a legit South Carolina driver's license. But now you're telling me, so now I gotta go to the DMV, and I lost my social security card like a long time. Well, not a long time ago, like half a year ago, and I'm getting that one in the mail, but I have no idea when it's coming in the mail. So if I can't get my license renewed on the internet and I have to bring the birth certificate and my social, well, I'm fucking shit up a creek because I don't have my social. So then I gotta go work at the DMV, which is like asking you for the declaration of independence every time you go in that bitch. Yeah, this isn't like, no, I don't have that. Like, can you just like look it up? Like, why do I need all this? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. We all need that. It's very hard because it's a very lonely life. It's a very lonely life. Like I constantly am. I'm like I go to sleep by myself. This son of a, see, it never stops. It's the fucking other idiot kid. The kid that was, were you, I don't even get into this one. I don't even get into that because like, this is like the whole reason this thing is going the way it's going because this kid just fucking retarded. It's a very lonely life, dude. Like it's a very it's very like like I said, I go to sleep by myself every night. I constantly worry about everything. I'm constantly always about the phone. I'm constantly looking at the mailbox for a fucking letter. I'm constantly wondering, is he gonna get stabbed tonight? Is he gonna die? Am I gonna get a phone call? Am I not gonna hear from him for fucking 5 months? Did he go to the hole for doing something stupid? Or, and it's just a very lonely life. And that's what I'm saying. It's not built for everybody. Everybody's not built for it. But the people that are built for it are true, strong individuals because if you can survive with somebody in prison, you can survive pretty much anything. I'm pretty content on that. If you can survive a prison relationship and thrive off of it, you can survive anything in this world that puts in front of your face. And look, man, I mean, I've made it. This is like my third one. My second one I met on TikTok. Like, I mean, come on. Like, the one that stole $3,000 from me. Well, Idaho Department of Corrections has at least $1,000 worth of my shit that I'm never gonna get back. But yeah, he definitely stole like $200 or $1,000 from me with his petty bullshit that he pulled. But Joey's not as. I don't think Joey's is as smart or trying to be as manipulative as this kid Jordan was because he was very manipulative. And the fact that he took advantage of the fact that I had just like I haven't. I'll tell you something personal about it because like my ex who took his life 2 years ago on June 8th, 2020. I got everything ripped out of my face and my life got torn away from me in a 2.5 second period. Yeah, I lost everything, including my Rottweiler that I missed so much. But so after that whole thing happened, I was very much convinced that I was never going to be able to be in a relationship again. I was never going to be able to, like, I felt like it was going to be really difficult for me to give my whole heart to somebody again because I didn't know if I could do it. Because I truly did. He was truly the love of my life. And I was very, like I said, it's been 2 years. I have not been on a date. I have not slept with anybody. I haven't done a damn thing when it comes to, like, any of that kind of stuff. So when I started talking to, I got on prison TikTok and I was like, oh my God, like, damn it, Lauren, you're fucking retarded. Because let's just all sit here and say that there's a type of person that obviously is in my life, is a felon that's been to prison. Obviously, you can see my track record with that. But it like I said, it was just something to talk about. Like, it was something to talk to because, like, and then I moved out here during COVID, and there was nothing to do. So here I am, lost all my shit, lost my love of my life, lost my dog, lost all my shit, and now I'm moving into a state that had nobody in the middle of a fucking COVID outbreak while being on probation for some bullshit that wasn't even my fault. And it's like, and then like, you get into these like conversations or like how I met Joey. I met Joey through a mutual friend per se. Yes. But I don't know, something clicked with me and him. Yeah. So something clicked with me and him, guys. And I don't know if it was a Leo thing or not, because ironically speaking, anytime somebody asks me, or if I ask somebody what they think my sign is, they always think I'm a Leo. That's the first thing I get. Oh, you're a Leo. I don't know why the fuck you think I'm a Leo, because I mean, maybe the loyalty aspect, but anything else, no. And definitely Libra. So like, I don't know if it's more of like a, because all my other ones, everybody else has been a Cancer. So, besides the vertigo dude I put in prison, my narcissistic dude was that almost killed me. He was a Virgo, so it is what it was. But yeah. So when it comes down to it, like, and it's like I'm taking a real big gamble, and I'm taking a real big gamble on this because I'm dealing with his mom now, and I don't want to fucking deal with her because now she wants to be Mama Bear She didn't want to be Mama Bear before. She hated his fucking guts. But now that there's another chick in his life, it's like, oh, shit. Truth be told, she ran her mouth. She was in my live on this, like when he got transferred. That was his mom. Yeah, well, she said off the wall shit and said a bunch of lies to him about my YouTube account and made up a bunch of shit, like a bunch of untrue shit. And like, he didn't believe it, but like, at the same time, I'm like, you bitch, how dare you do that to me, whose entire channel was based on him for the most part. Yeah, it's based on my prison uniform show, but it was based on Joey for the most part. That's why I started it, because I felt like he got a raw deal. I felt like he got really fucked over in his whole entire sentencing. I don't feel like he got a fair trial. I don't feel like he got a fair lawyer. I don't feel like it was fair. I feel like it was not. They charged him and convicted him with a gun. There was no gun found at the. So how do you charge somebody with a gun? I don't, the whole, like, I don't know how that all works. Because to me, it seems really fishy. But, yeah, so I got to deal with that. That's so now I just told you my whole life story, because Janice is probably like the only one that Janice is the only one that's going to know the full story. She'll be like, oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, I got to crack myself up sometimes. I really do. It's good we can joke around. I'm glad I have somebody can joke around with, because sometimes people don't take me seriously. I'm like, please, I just need to laugh sometimes, because I don't laugh very often. I'm just like, fuck. You know how many times a day I pull my own cards? I'm like, fuck, this is telling me to do something completely different than I want to do. Fuck this card. I don't want it. Put it back in the pile. I'll give you a new one. Fuck that card. I don't want it today. And how crazy! I find it so crazy, because like when I first saw you in Harvey, I was like, oh my god, she's got a picture of a Rottweiler on her phone. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. We're gonna have a cool connection now already, because I have before I get off here, I have a oh my god, I gotta show you a picture of him. I don't know if I showed you a picture of him. I don't think I did, because I think I was going to, and I think I got sidetracked. I didn't show you a picture of him. Oh, he's so cute. That's the cute. I'm gonna find a good picture of him though. A good picture of him. Oh, there's him in his Santa Claus outfit. This him. Oh, you can't really move this damn light out of the way. I don't know if you can like. Oh, it's too bright. I don't know if you can like. Oh, damn it! How do I turn this brightness down? Hold on a second. How do I turn it down? Well, I turned it down earlier. How did I do it? See, look at me. I don't know how to do computers heavy. Oh, here it is. It's right here. I can turn it on. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Let's see if you can see it now. Man, why can't you? Technology. It's fucking bullshit. Okay, maybe you can see it like that. No, maybe not. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, whoa. No, come here. Oh, and you know what? That's some bullshit. Okay, I guess this is as good as it's gonna get. That's him with his little Santa outfit on. That was my favorite picture of him. That picture is the best picture. I have the best picture of him ever. Yeah, my dude's parents like ripped him out of my arms pretty much. They took him. This him is a puppy. Little puppy dog. We got him a little puppy. He's so cute. He's so awesome. I miss him so much. He's such a good puppy. They're such good dogs, man. They're such good dogs. I miss him. I miss him a lot. But I even know his parents are fucking. His parents are fucking assholes, because like I have been I was scapegoated pretty much. I don't even know if he's buried or cremated. Like that's how serious it was. They just pretty much told me to fuck off, and then I was a piece of shit. So I don't really know what the fuck's going on, but I do know that like I know they have him, and I know that like it's Mike's dog. So like obviously the dog's being taken care of, but like still it's like, damn, y'all don't even think about my feelings, which is why it's been such a difficult time, or difficult for me, period. Because this is all I have left. I wear this. I mean, this is his engagement ring he gave me like 5 years ago. So I think that's the only thing I have of him, at least. So, but and that's why I love Joey so much, because Joey he doesn't judge me for it. And he's like, I would never judge you for that, Lauren, at all. He's like, I would never, just like, how could anybody judge you for something like that? And he was in the greatest. Michael had his fucking 15 minutes of fame on Fox 5 News. So you know, there you go. If you get on Fox 5 News, you're doing some pretty heavy shit. Yeah, they do. Very bad empathic. I love animals, period. Animals. You don't have any animals right now? Do you have any animals? If you don't have any animals, girl, you need to get yourself a cat or something. You need to get yourself a cat or some sort of animal that you can like, come cuddle with me. This is what my cat loves me, but she hates me. She's like, God, this bitch just tells me all of her mental issues. That's why I love cats, because like I'm like, I can tell you, like, come here, love me. Get over here, I need you to love me. I want to take pictures with you, damn it. You have 8 Jack Russells? Aw, little ankle biters. I have a friend that breeds those. Okay, before I get off, because I'm gonna have to get off, I need to get ready to go to work. Do you want to I mean, if you want to type your phone number in here, you can, or if you want to, I don't know how to, like, see, that's the oh, John's breed choice. He's a Jack Russell person? Oh, big bad prison dudes. Bad Jack Russells. That's funny. And here's Janice is like, nah, fuck the Jack Russell. I know, let's get a rot. Those are so much better. No, I cried myself. I'm not gonna go to work with a bunch of people I hate. Well, actually, I don't hate a bunch of people, but I do hate my job. I'm gonna go ahead here. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Here. Just type that. That's mine. That's my number. Oh, how do I erase it? That's the other thing. Well, I don't know. No, yeah, we need to erase it afterwards. How do I erase it? Just let me know when you're done copying it. Oh, I got it. I can see how we do it. Yep, that's cool. Just shoot me a text after you copy it, and then I'll have your number. And then I'll erase it. Just let me know when you copied it down. I'll erase it, because I forgot that this was going to be seen again. I didn't even touch that big. I don't care. I'm not very ladylike at all. Really, I'm not. Okay, got it. Okay. Tosh was like, I love how Lauren eats on her videos. Like, she does not give a fuck like what she's doing. I'm like, no, I don't. Not when there's food involved. Like, stay away from me. Like, I don't care. I'll eat my food and do not care. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks. All right, Janice, text me, okay? I'm gonna go. I gotta get ready to go, okay? But I love you. Please stay strong if you ever need me. Everyone readings. I'm all here for you all day. Whenever you need me, okay? Please don't hesitate to reach out, even if you just need to say fuck, man. All for it. All right. I get off at 10 tonight, so like I'll probably be back live later tonight when I get home. We'll see. All right. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye. You're welcome.